Good morning, students. In the last session, we read about the globe and the axis. In today's class, we will study about the equator and how equator helps us to find out the location of a place. So let us start reading the lesson. Another imaginary line running on the globe divides it into two equal parts. This line is known as the equator. The northern half of the earth is known as the northern hemisphere and the southern half is known as the southern hemisphere. So, what is an equator? Equator is an imaginary line on the earth, and this line divides the earth right from the center, and it divides the earth into two equal halves or two equal parts. So the part near the north side or the part towards the north is known as northern hemisphere, and the part near the south or towards the south is known as the southern hemisphere. So as you can see in this image, the equator is a line which is drawn from the center. So the part which is towards the North Pole is known as northern hemisphere, and the part towards the South Pole is known as southern hemisphere. So equator is dividing the earth from the center. So from equator to the North Pole, all of the area is known as northern hemisphere, and from equator to the South Pole, all of the area is known as southern hemisphere. And all of these both these halves are of equal size. They are of equal size. So, therefore, the equator is an imaginary circular line and is a very important reference point to locate places on the earth. So, we can say that equator is very important circular line. So, equator is a circular line which is drawn all over the earth. Not exactly drawn because it is an imaginary line, but it is drawn all over the earth. It is a circular line, not just a straight but a circular line, and it is a reference point which is used to locate different places on the earth. All the parallel circles from the equator up to the poles are called parallels of latitudes. Latitudes are measured in degrees. So what is the definition of parallels of latitude? All the parallel circles from equator up to the poles, both the poles, North Pole and South Poles, is known as parallels of latitudes. So parallel circles from the equator up to the poles is known as parallels of latitudes, and latitudes are always measured in degrees. Now moving on to the next paragraph. The equator represents the 0-degree latitude. Since the distance from the equator to either of the poles is 1/4 of the circle round the earth, it will measure 1/4 of 360 degree, that is 90 degree. Thus 90 degree north latitude marks the North Pole and 90 degrees south latitude marks the South Pole. So the value of equator is 90 degree, we all know. Value of equator is 0 degree. And we also know that at North Pole and South Pole the value is 90 degree north and 90 degree south. But the question is, where does this 90 degree come from? Or how do we know that North Pole's value is 90 degree and South Pole's value is 90 degree south and north respectively? How do we know that? So for that, the distance from the equator to the North Pole and South Pole is 1/4 of the circle round the earth. So as we all know, a complete circle is of 360 degree. So to mathematically represent this value, I have done a calculation on the left side wherein I have written 1/4 into 360. So 360 will be divided by 4 in 90 times. So 1 multiplied by 90 will be 90. So that is why we are getting this 90-degree value, and the North Pole and the South Pole is having 90-degree north and 90-degree south. So this is where this 90-degree comes from. Now all such parallels north of the equator are called north latitudes. Similarly, all parallels south of the equator are called south latitudes. So this is the reason why 90-degree north latitude marks the North Pole and 90-degree south latitude marks the South Pole. And all the latitudes from the equator up to the north are known as north latitudes, and all the latitudes from the equator to the south are known as south latitudes. So this might be asked as definitions. So I would advise you to underline all these lines because they might come for definitions. They might come as definitions. So north latitude and south latitude is clear. Now we will move on to the next paragraph. The value of each latitude is therefore followed by either the word north or south. Generally, this is indicated by the letter N or S. For example, both Chandrapur in Maharashtra, India, and Belo Horizonte in Brazil, which is in South America, are located on the parallels of about 20-degree latitude. But the former is 20-degree north of the equator and the latter is 20-degree south of it. We therefore say that Chandrapur is situated at 20-degree north latitude and Belo Horizonte is situated at 20-degree south latitude. So here what we are doing is that whenever we write the value of any latitude, we always write north or south, or the letter N or S is used to indicate whether the place is lying on the north side in the northern hemisphere or it is lying on the southern hemisphere. That is why the letter north or south, the word north or south or the letter N and S is very important. Because if we will not write the letter N or S, then there will be a confusion as to where the place is lying. For example, there is an example given in your book. Chandrapur in Maharashtra, India is on 20-degree latitude, and another place called Belo Horizonte, which is in Brazil in South America, is also located on 20-degree latitude. So both these places are on the same 20-degree latitude. But how we will know their location? So for this, to clear this confusion, we have to write north or south. So Chandrapur is on 20-degree north latitude and Belo Horizonte is on 20-degree south latitude because India is on top of the equator. Equator is not passing through India. So India is on the northern side. That is why this Chandrapur is having 20-degree north latitude location. But South America is towards the southern hemisphere. That is why 20-degree south latitude is written to clear the confusion. Both the places were on 20-degree latitude, but one place was in the northern hemisphere and one place was in the southern hemisphere. That is why it is important to write down the letter N or S or the word north and south. Now we see in the figure 2.2 that as we move away from the equator, the size of the parallels of latitude decreases. So in the figure 2.2, if you will see, the equator is given, the equator is drawn in broken lines, and as you can see, as we move away from the equator, the size of the circle is becoming very small. So we can say that this is a characteristic, or this is a property of latitude, that as we move away from the equator, the parallels of latitude becomes small in size, and at North Pole and South Pole the size of the latitude is that of a dot or a point. Okay, and like we have already discussed, the value of North Pole and South Pole is 90° north and 90° south. I hope this much is clear. Now the last paragraph for today's session is important parallels of latitude. Now this about this also you have read in class 5. So let us quickly revise what are the important parallels of latitude. Besides the equator 0°, North Pole 90° and the South Pole 90° south, there are 4 important parallels of latitude. So in total there are 4 parallels of latitude. Firstly, it is Tropic of Cancer, whose value is 23.5° north, because it is lying on the northern hemisphere. Then we have Tropic of Capricorn, which is having 23.5° south, because it is on the southern hemisphere. Then we have Arctic Circle, which whose value is 66.5° north, because it is lying on the north of equator, and Antarctic Circle at 66.5° south, because it is lying on the south of the equator. So in the figure 2.3 it is very clear that all the important parallels of latitudes are drawn here. As you can see, we have North Pole, then we have Arctic Circle, we have equator, then we have Tropic of Capricorn, Antarctic Circle, and then we have the South Pole. So this figure is very important, and you will also draw this figure in your in your copies. Now here there is an image where you can see you have North Pole 90°, we have South Pole 90° south, then we have the equator, which is in the middle, and it is having the value 0°. So as we are moving from the equator to the North Pole, you can see the latitudes are marked, and it is having values: 15° north, 30° north, 45° north, 60° north, 75° north. And if we look at the bottom part, from the equator to the South Pole, you will see it is having 15° south latitude, 30° south, 45° south, 60° south, and 75° south. So this writing north and south is very important, so that it becomes clear where exactly any place is located on the earth. Here, as you can see, this is figure 2.3, and here we can see all the important parallels of latitudes. Now this picture you will draw in your copy. And with this we have come to an end of today's session. You will go through the chapter once again, and in case if you have any doubt, you can message on Campus Care, and homework will be attached to the video link. So thank you.